hasn't changed around my house.
Hey, Macy here. Today we're going to make a vegetarian rice noodle dish, and it's inspired by a Filipino dish called pancit. But since the last time we recorded, I broke my hand playing kickball, so I'm going to need some help.
Whoa, oh hey Macy, what am I doing here?
Hey Skylar, guess what I did?
Oh, did you break your hand?
I broke my hand. I have to make this vegetarian dish. It's a rice noodle dish, and I know you're a vegetarian, so I thought maybe you can help me.
Of course, I'd be happy to help you.
So what we need to do to make this rice noodle dish is basically rice noodles that I got from the Asian market. We need some vegetarian oyster sauce.
We need any special type of noodles?
Just rice noodles, and they can be thin and thick, but I prefer actually these thin ones like this. And what we had to do is we had to actually soak them in water first to let them soften, strain them, and then put it in a strainer to be ready to stir fry, okay? And then the next thing we need is your favorite vegetarian broth, okay?
And we can use any type of broth, like we can make our own?
You can make your own. And then paprika, garlic, salt, pepper, and I heard that you like red peppers.
Yes.
So we cut up some red peppers, some green beans, and these things right here, which is interesting, these are, this is Chinese mushrooms, and we had to soak them in water ahead of time. Got them also at the Asian market, and basically they're dehydrated at first, and then they kind of blow up. And chop these up, and I got some coleslaw mix. Coleslaw mix is really, really easy if you're at home and doing this by yourself. This is really, really easy to use.
Instead of like cutting up a cabbage.
Exactly.
It's a time saver.
Exactly, exactly. And then some onions as well. And then I have lemons here just to garnish. All right, so you ready to get started?
Yes.
Awesome. So I just lit the fire at a low fire, and then we want to put some oil. You can use olive oil in this case, or vegetable oil, whatever you want to use, just enough to kind of coat the pan.
All right.
Okay, see, we've got 3 hands here today. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now we want to start it off by sweating your garlic and your onions. Here's some garlic. You can go ahead and put some in there. You can actually probably, that's about a tablespoon. You could put the whole tablespoon in there.
All right.
Make life easy. There you go. Now this is a lot of onions, so you don't want to use a lot of onions. Probably 2 tablespoonfuls. What you have to be really careful about is burning your garlic and your onions. Look at what we have on the table here, and what you want to do is kind of think of the ones that need to cook a little bit longer than the others. So like cabbage and carrots need to cook a little bit longer, as well as the green beans. So go ahead and put the cabbage and the carrots in there.
Now it is.
Yes, so yeah, you can hear it for sure. So next thing is the green bean. So it's called a stir fry because you're frying and stirring at the same time.
Ah, I see.
You got it?
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Just gotta stir it around and while it fries.
There you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the Chinese mushrooms in here.
And it'll give it a little bit of flavor.
A little bit of flavor and a little bit of crunch.
I haven't been a big fan of mushrooms, but I'm starting to get into it a little bit more.
Okay.
I kinda have to.
Awesome. Well, yeah, because you're a vegetarian. Okay, next, we're going to add some of our seasonings to the vegetable part, okay?
some hot.
So we'll need some salt, some pepper, some paprika, and some oyster sauce.
Paprika is one of my favorites.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little paprika.
Stir it around.
Okay.
Make sure it gets on everything.
Yep. Some salt. I am going to go ahead and put these red peppers in there.
It looks so
Got it?
colorful.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this oyster sauce. And this oyster sauce right here is a vegetarian oyster sauce, and this adds a lot of flavor to it. We're gonna start off adding the oyster sauce into the vegetable mix, but then add the rice noodles, and then add more seasoning to it, okay? So I want you to drizzle some on top.
Like from before.
See how that looks? It's got a little bit of a coating on the vegetable. So this is our rice noodles, right? So because they were soaked up, they're nice and pliable and soft, almost like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Slap it in there. You can cut them if you wanted to, but this is kind of do all of it. Okay? Because you're gonna have a nice vegetarian dish. There we go. All right. You want
So like just,
to stir it all up. I want you to add the seasonings for me.
Alrighty.
Okay? I could do this with one hand. Okay? So I want you to sprinkle more paprika, yes. All around it. Be generous. Now, I want you to sprinkle some of the pepper in there. And just go all around it. Just get it all in there. And then some salt. Go ahead.
for me it's much easier to see salt move around than pepper for
Right. And then some oyster sauce. Okay, go ahead. It's looking good. The last part is the flavoring of the vegetable broth, okay?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably good. Okay, so there we go. Now, what you want to do is kick up the heat just a little bit so you can hear it. You hear it sizzling?
Yes.
So that's what you want. You want these noodles to get all the flavors, and you want it to kind of sizzle it up.
Soak it up.
Soak up the broth, and you want to kind of keep sauteing it to the point in which the broth kind of evaporates.
Yes.
Okay? How would we know what more seasonings it needs?
By tasting it.
By tasting it, exactly. And then kind of, it's probably hot. What do you think? Is it okay?
It's fine, it's just noodles get everywhere. Needs
So-
a little bit of everything.
It needs a little bit of everything, so here we go. The noodles have this texture that tells you it's actually kind of dry, a little bit of dry, but it's
Because the water-
tender.
water's
Exactly.
evaporated.
Exactly. Okay, now you taste it. Here, I'm gonna put this on your fork, just so you could actually for real taste it and see what you think.
Much better.
Okay, what we want to do is to have enough oyster sauce where you see kind of the browning of the noodles.
Yes.
Okay, that you
You can
use.
see how it changed through how we added stuff, because from before it looked like a pasty white, now it's more of a tannish brown.
Exactly.
It looks pretty, like a rainbow.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. They've been watching this from the start.
Right? Well, thank you, Skylar, for putting the noodles in the actual tray. And how we garnish it typically is we just put like lemons on the side right over here. So that when you eat it, you can squeeze little lemon juice in with it. You could put a little sriracha or hot
Yeah.
sauce if you like the hot sauce. I heard you like hot sauce.
Yeah.
So you can put hot sauce on there. And this is how simple pancit is.
You can't really find many vegetarian places around, and if you do, it's probably going to be expensive. But you can just make it at home, and it's super simple and super easy.
And you can do it for sure.
Look at that!
All right, look at that, look at that. So there you have it. We've got some vegetarian rice noodle dish. If you like what you saw, make sure to comment, like,
And
subscribe. Okay, so whatever, peace out.